Welcome everyone to another edition of The Rundown. I'm your host, Mike Revollo, and later on I'll sit down with Drew Moor to talk about the draw that the Colorado Rapids earned against the Vancouver Whitecaps here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. We'll also hear from the team, get their thoughts on the match as well. And then again, quick turn as Austin FC will come to town on Saturday to face the Colorado Rapids here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. That and more on The Rundown. All right, Drew, let's talk this match between the Colorado Rapids and the Vancouver Whitecaps, where the Colorado Rapids, they had a 2-1 lead at one point, but they conceded a goal on a set piece. Vancouver Whitecaps get away with a point here from Dick's Sporting Goods Park. What did you make of the Rapids' performance tonight? Interesting one.
Obviously, when you don't get the full 3 points at home, you feel like you've dropped some points. And I think the mood in the locker room was they dropped 2 points tonight. Did a good job of getting back into the match after conceding early, and I don't want to keep harping on it, but you have to start matches better. You can't continue to concede early goals in matches and try to dig yourself out of these holes. But there was some bright spots in this match. For the last 20 minutes of the first half, and really the majority of the second half, the Rapids were a very good side and seemed to be the team most likely to win the game. Set pieces need to be better as well, right? And I said it before the match, the set piece battle would be important because Vancouver is very good on set pieces, both attacking and defending, as are the Rapids. And so I think they'll be disappointed with the way that they defended the set pieces. But Cole Bassett, again, looked very good tonight. Diego Rubio gets on the score sheet again. Brian Galvan, I thought, was dangerous. I wanted to see him be a bit more direct, take some guys on when he was isolated out in wide areas a little bit more, and get some service into a Rafa Navarro, right? But we were organized defensively through the run of play for the most part. It's a weird one because you only leave with a point, but there was some positives. There was some good play to build from. There was some good transition moments. Luis Diaz came in and seemed to change the game again. Calvin Harris came in and played a part in the second half as well. Both of those guys came on at halftime, and so a good performance, right? But a disappointing result here at home.
Yeah, of course, you always want to get the 3 points at home. But let's look at it this way, that set pieces obviously are not ideal to concede on. Something that Chris Sharp, the assistant goalkeeper coach here at the Rapids, prides himself on, works on extensively with the group, and expects not to concede and hopefully score on the other side of that. But offensively, this team has scored 7 goals in the last 4 matches. That is something positive to look at because this team has always created chances, they just could not finish them. This is what the team had to say after the match.
I think it was a pretty hard-fought game. We just conceded the first goal on a set piece, and then second half we found a way to get back into the score, get an advantage, and unfortunately we couldn't manage to handle them in set pieces and conceded one more. But we shown that we were able to be more offensive than we were before, so I think it's good.
The first emotion is disappointment in that we have a 2-1 lead at home and we didn't manage the game well enough, so there's some good lessons to be learnt there, but some real positives in the performance. Fight, character again was really good. I think that's our 7th goal in 4 games, so we're looking at goal threat, we're creating chances, and there's positives to take from the game, and we've got to focus on the positives with a game coming up again in 3 days.
So there you heard from the team after the match against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Drew, what did you make of the comments from the team?
I think, and Chris said it in the locker room after the game, actually. He said, don't hang your heads. Pick your heads up. Look at the positives of this game. And we just spoke about it. There was a lot of positives. There was good transition moments. There was good attacking moments. Threw a lot of shots in goal. Some good individual performances. Don't hang your head. It's a quick turnaround against an Austin side that is not where they were last season, right? But is fighting for a playoff spot. So they have a lot to play for. And they have some good players that I'm sure we're going to talk about here pretty soon. So no time to hang your head.
Yeah, no time at all. Exactly, need to move because again, it's another quick turn. It's a very busy stretch for the Colorado Rapids with playing two games a week for most of this month now at this point. But no time to hang your heads, especially with Austin FC coming to town. How did the Colorado Rapids approach that match, knowing that they could build off a pretty positive result despite getting a draw against the Vancouver Whitecaps?
I don't think the Rapids are going to think about what happened in 2022 or 2021 against Austin FC. The Rapids are going to focus on what they need to do on the night against an Austin side that is fighting for a playoff spot, right? And what they need to do is build off of the way they played in the second half of the Vancouver match, right? A lot of positivity, a lot of directness, passed forward, ran forward, moved forward, but don't worry too much about Austin FC. They're going to come out in a 4-3-3. They have a superstar in a Drew. They have a lot of good players that have been around the league for a little bit in an Alex Ring. Rigoni is another good player that hasn't quite found his form. We all know Gyasi Zardes is somebody that can still put the ball in the back of the net, but the Rapids need to focus on themselves, right? They need to defend organized. They need to be ready for a team that wants to have the ball, right? They're kind of ball hogs. They want to possess the ball. They want to draw you out. They want to unbalance you through their possession. The Rapids need to hit them on the transition, right? And they need to hit them with their pace out wide. They need to feed Rafa Navarro in the box. They need to take care of the ball themselves because Austin can counter on you. They can beat you in transition as well. But focus on that positivity and just that mindset that the Rapids brought in the second half against Vancouver, where they were active, they moved forward, they played forward, they took shots. They looked like they were playing a little bit with more freedom, and that's what I want to see against Austin FC.
Dangerous team, Austin FC. Good history here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. But again, the Rapids can build off a pretty good performance against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Take that into Saturday. Maybe a good thing that you have that game coming up so quickly, so you can build off Diego Rubio scoring a goal, Cole Bassett having another good performance scoring a goal. In that case, maybe the Rapids kind of change their fortunes and can earn a result against the Austin FC here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. And as we mentioned, the Colorado Rapids will receive Austin FC here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park on Saturday, September 30th. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. You can catch that match on MLS Season Pass, or you can come here to Dick's Sporting Goods Park, where it'll also be Noche Latina, and celebrate that with the Colorado Rapids as you also cheer on your Burgundy boys. That's it for this edition of The Rundown.